Hello everyone, this is Dom Cigales with Yamaha here. Thank you so much for joining us at Believe in Music 2021. And today, I'm really happy to show you the new additions to the YC range of stage keyboards, the YC 73 and the YC 88. The entire YC range that includes the YC 61, the YC 73, and the YC 88 are super versatile stage keyboards, but they also have some incredible features when it comes to music production in the studio, as they can be used as really powerful audio interfaces and MIDI controllers. And you can also stream your music live very easily. I'm going to show you that. Before we get into this, let me play a piece for you. All the sounds you're about to hear, with the exception of the drums, come from the YC 73 that I have here in front of me. And we're able to hear all this through Cubase using the YC 73 as my USB audio interface. Let's do it. Enjoy. So like I mentioned previously, all the sounds you just heard, apart from the drums, all the pianos, the organs, the synths, the basses, the filter sweeps, the effects, all come from the YC 73. And I recorded all these MIDI and audio using the YC 73 as an audio interface and a MIDI controller for Cubase using just one single USB cable. All MIDI and audio data run through this cable, which means I have a very streamlined way to record and produce using just the YC 73 and nothing else. I don't need an additional audio interface or any extra audio or MIDI cables. Now, before I show you how to do all this and actually much more, let me talk about the three different product categories in the synthesizer department. We have the CP series, which are focused on the pianist who wants a great piano sound and touch. So we're talking focused stage pianos. Then we have the YC series, which are very versatile stage keyboards. They are for keyboardists and pianists who need a lot of versatility with that complexity. And then, of course, we have the synthesizers like the Montage and the Modi X that allow you to go deep, really deep into sound design, create your own sounds, and basically they allow you to create anything you have in mind and turn it into a completely unique sound experience. Now let's talk a little bit about the YC series. The YC series is designed around these three concepts: sound, touch, and design. Now, when it comes to sound, we have the VCM organ, we have FM synthesis, and we also have the AWM2 engine, which means all the great sounds like strings, brass, guitars, you name it, they're all in there. Then we have the touch, we have different action for different players, so lots of options there. And then design, we have direct, immediate sound control, one-to-one interface with switches, with knobs, of course with the drawbars. And then we have comprehensive connectivity with audio and MIDI interface, auxiliary in, and last but not least, always updates that add new sounds and functionality. Now, when it comes to the models, we have the YC61, which is great for keyboardists that need great organ sound and control. This features 61 waterfall keys optimized for organ playing so you don't hurt your palms. And it's super compact and lightweight. The next is the YC73 that I have in front of me. This is for keyboardists that need a variety of keyboard-focused sounds with weighted action keys. And these keys are 73 balanced hammer keys, great for playing everything from acoustic pianos to synths. Now, I would say the YC73 is the most versatile YC. It's compact, it's lightweight with a weighted keyboard action. Last but not least, we have the YC88, which is for pianists that need the best piano action feel and a variety of keyboard-focused sounds. It has 88 natural wood keys with triple sensor and synthetic ebony and ivory keytops. Now, these features are premium stage keyboard action designed by a company with, let's face it, over 100 years of experience crafting acoustic pianos. Now, let's talk a little bit about the amazing things that you can do by utilizing the audio and MIDI connectivity with the YC stage keyboards. So let's jump into Cubase. As you can see, I have a very simple project here. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm using my YC73 as an audio interface, which means I can play back anything that comes out of Cubase, like this loop here. And I can also record all the sounds that I play on the YC73 straight into Cubase using a single USB cable. So I don't need to connect any audio cables, right? Now, the next thing that I can do is I can use the YC73 as a MIDI interface. Let me show you how you can control VST instruments, for example. So as you can see, I have Retrolog 2 here in Cubase, and all these knobs, they transmit CC messages. The same goes for the drawbars. So these are all like very capable CC controllers. So you can control virtual instruments, you can control effects, anything that can accept CC messages. So for example, let's play this patch from Retrolog, and as you can see, I have my filter assigned to my tone knob here, my resonance here, and I've also assigned the filter envelope to my drawbars right here. See that? And actually, I love using the drawbars for controlling sliders like what we have here in Retrolog. It just makes more sense. So as you can see, I can record virtual instruments, I can play back the audio coming out of Cubase, I can record the sound coming out of the YC73, and I can, of course, record regular MIDI messages straight into Cubase. And that's what we're going to do here right now. So what I have here is I've prepared a MIDI file that is basically going to play back through the YC73. And as you will be able to see, I've automated the drawbars so that we get a very interesting sound. And I'm going to perform some real-time control using my controllers here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to record both the MIDI and audio inside Cubase. And this is the MIDI file that I'm going to use that will actually play through the YC. As you can see, I have a lot of controllers here that will actually control the drawbars. So let's do this. did I just do right now? I just recorded audio coming out of the YC73. I also recorded MIDI, all the CC controllers that I was recording right here, all these movements that I was doing, all the effects automation, the reverbs, the ring modulations, all these things that I was doing were just recorded as MIDI information into Cubase. What does that mean? I can go back and replay it and everything will play exactly like I performed in real time just now. Now, this doesn't stop there. There's something more that's really, really exciting with the YC range of stage keyboards. And this is that they're all class compliant, which means that what I can do is I can take my YC73, connect it to my phone. It needs to be a class compliant device like an iOS device. And then what I can do is I can use the YC73 immediately as an audio interface for my phone or my tablet. Now that means that I can go into my favorite social media app, run the live streaming option, and immediately the sound comes from the YC73, which means I can broadcast my performance with great studio quality, with no complex setups, with no complex cabling, nothing. I just need to connect a USB cable and I'm good to go. And that means that even if I have my neighbor's dog barking, it won't go into my live recording, okay? I can be 100% sure that I'm going to stream with incredible sound. Now, before I finish off, I want to talk a little bit about the YC OS updates that add new sounds, new live sets, new features, and workflow enhancements. For example, with the new YC OS 1.1, we have new acoustic pianos like the Nashville C3. Let's try it out. So as you can see, the Nashville C3 has a lot of character. It's really nice. It has a very, very specific sound to it. And I love it because, you know, you can never have enough pianos. Next, we have the Live CF3, which is a very punchy and bright piano that cuts through the mix. It cuts through any live situation. Let's try it out. And we also have two new tiny pianos. And the 74 stage that has completely different character. It has a lot of bite. So there you go, guys. This is the new YC73 and YC88 that have just been added to the YC series. And I hope now you have a good idea on what you can do with these amazing instruments, not only when you perform live, but also when you're producing in the studio, because they are really versatile and can really work beautifully in every situation. Thank you so much for watching. This is Dom Sigals with Yamaha. I Believe in Music 2021. Take care, and I'll see you soon.